Wait, so are you like, is this thing recording right now?
Yeah, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, we're all different ages, and you know, we met all through different ways. Craigslist, pretty much.
Hell yeah, Craigslist.
Actually, Craigslist is how I found all
y'all.
y'all.
This is a total Craigslist band, like
Straight up,
Craigslist
straight
assembled.
up.
Yeah, dude, I was in my room. I was trying to look for blowjobs on Craigslist, and I accidentally pressed on community of musicians, and that's how I found these fuckers.
Jesus. Bro, I started the band up with our old singer, and then the first guy we got was Pat, and you know, he's been our drummer since the beginning. And then we had a different bass player, and like I said, a singer. And so when we had problems with our first singer, I went back to Craigslist. We got Greg, and then same thing when we got Brian. And so it just worked out, you know. And we had a lot of issues with Craigslist. Then we had some people who come audition we thought was gonna rob all of our equipment.
We'd like to thank Lucky's Pub for giving us this opportunity to play at the festival. Thanks a lot, guys.
When you come see About Broken, what can you expect to see? Well, you can expect to see some amazing musical talent. You can expect to see a lot of hair. Oh, fuck, dude, this was weird as fuck. You know, you can expect to see no hair. Basically, just 4 guys up on stage having a great rocking time, you know. And if I see you at the show, I better expect to see your ass up on the dance floor dancing, you know.
I gotta carry all the fucking heavy shit.
You know, I like a lot of the 80s glam rock and hair metal. I like Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, even some of the thrash bands, Metallica, Megadeth. Basically, all the rock that came out of the 80s and the early 90s too. I'm real big into like Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. Those all kind of influenced my style, but the number one biggest influence I'm trying to talk.
Yo, Nos, just start
Open
over.
the fucking bag. And for me, it's a lot of the 80s, you know, hair bands and thrash metal bands. My biggest influence that, you know, influenced me as a guitarist and when I was learning is definitely Slash from Guns N' Roses. I feel like my style is loosely modeled on him.
I grew up listening to rap and like hip hop and Screw and Houston rap and you know that scene. And then like I got introduced to, I mean, I had a couple of friends that busted out guitars one day and I was just amazed. So I decided to learn how to play guitar myself. One of my friends was really good at the guitar, so I decided we didn't need 2 guitar players. Once I discovered the drums, I was like, shit, the drums are way cooler than the bass. So,
thanks.
So I was like, you know what? I want to play drums instead.
I'm really influenced by Justin Chancellor of Tool, not just in the style that he plays, but how he makes his bass sound. I like more technical players like Evan Brewer, Ryan Martini from Mudvayne. He's really cool. I like more prog style bands like death metal and music that is more technical, stuff that requires more than just jamming on a root note, you know.
When we open up, they're going to be the house band.
The reason why I agreed on the name of Vow Unbroken is because it can relate to anybody really. Like everybody has their own personal demons that they deal with every day, whether they admit it or not. You know, and at some point in your life, you meet like a crossroad, and you have to like tell yourself you either have to change or whether it be good or bad, I don't know. Somebody always has to make some type of change in their life. So I mean, you can make a vow to yourself or make a vow to, you know, God, or if you want to be religious, or you know, like you just make a vow and be true to yourself, be true to your word, and change. And it just feels. I just felt like I could relate to it, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to it.
Every single time we get together, we come up with new riffs and new lines and new beats, and it all comes together to make a new badass song.
I hear stories about all the other bands that these guys have been in, and how they were fucking trash, or like something was fucking wrong with them all the time. They always compare. They would always compare their previous bands to this band, and they say that this is the best band they've ever been in. So I mean,
It's a good one.
Apparently, I just got lucky then,
I was in this band, right? And we were doing like this metalcore type shit. And we were starting to get really good. We had like 4 or 5 songs. And so we were like getting ready to go into the studio. So me and my best friend, we had like, the money. And we were like, all right, dude, let's go in. Well, we had the bass player and the guitar player too, right? So the bass player put up the money. And the guitar player, he'd always be like, oh man, I don't have any money, I don't have any money, like I'm gonna have it next week when I get paid. So we're like, what the fuck, what's going on with this dude? Anyways, we ended up finding out his like secret Instagram profile where he was turning himself into a woman, and he was spending all of his money on like buying clothes and makeup and like
No shit. That happened with my brother's band. Their guitar player turned into a woman, dude.
So we were like, what the fuck? So we confronted him about it.
We're not saying turning into a woman is bad. If that's your thing, cool. But if it fucks with your band,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, okay, like either you're in this band and you're gonna, help us pay for studio time, or
with the trannies.
Definitely want to give a shout out to Taser for making this video, and a big shout out to Steve-O Valdez for recording our EP.
Hey man, shout out to Pornhub for those lonely nights.
Shout out to Vicious Cycle for being one of the best local Houston bands around. Those guys are fucking awesome.
That
Check
we
their
fuck
shit
with.
out.
I want to say shout out to Milky Way and Smart Food White Cheddar. They got some good ass food products. You should go check them out.
I want to say shout out to my girl for having my baby. I know that was painstaking and tough, but you did it. You're a champ.